if you're a landlord that's looking to sell your property, it's important to understand the importance of lease terms and the rights of the renters so you can come out on top in the transaction. So in this video, we're going to be talking about selling your home and those lease terms. So what kind of terms are there? There's the obvious, the fixed term, in which it may be a year, whatever time is set on the lease. There's a month-to-month lease where it renews every month. Then there's also a tenant at will arrangement where there's nothing formal really put in place, but it allows the renter to occupy a property without one of the formal lease agreements. Now, key lease terms. So you got the rent amount and due date. That's, however much the rent is and when it's to be paid. If it's not paid at that date, you may be able to, have a late fee in there as well. But there's also the security deposit. So if there's any issues with the property, that money can be used to fix any of the issues the tenants that they have created. If it's like wear and tear, that really doesn't fall in line. But if they punched a hole in the wall, then obviously that money can be used for that. So it's important to understand when that money can be returned to the tenant. There's property maintenance, which is the normal, like if something goes out with the AC unit, you got to fix, the normal wear and tear. There's lease termination. Now, if there is a procedure to terminate the lease sooner, that should be outlined in the agreement itself, but those are some important leasing terms. Now, again, tenants do have rights with the property. So, for example, if you're looking to sell the property, they may have the right to be the first people to potentially buy that home. Now, when it comes, and you have to let them know that you're, selling the home as well. But for landlords, they do have responsibility. So you do have to disclose of the sale and the tenant's rights of first refusal. So in some situations, like I said, they may have the right to buy the home first before you can sell to anyone else. Now, ending the lease agreement, it's important to understand what is in your current lease so you're not breaking any of those agreements. Now, with the lease termination, you can have a mutual agreement to terminate early. If you do something that's not in the agreement, that could lead to a lease violation, which could lead to court issues, and just abide by the lease is what I'm trying to tell you. But ultimately, when you do cancel lease, it's important to also have a notice of termination so the tenant can make the necessary preparations to do what they need to do to move on. So besides that, it's very critical to understand the lease that you have in place to avoid any legal issues. But if you're looking for an experienced real estate expert who's flexible and can even maintain the existing lease so you can get out of the property if you're looking just to be done with being a landlord, here at Pezon Properties, we can work with any existing leases that are in place. So besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are looking to sell a property that you're renting out, I'd highly recommend giving us a call at Pezon Properties, and we'd love to discuss a way we can help. Again, thanks for watching and have a great rest of the day.